It's not super expensive, to be honest. Give me a second, and I'll send you. I'm on some of the data I'm buying from Zero Hedge because they have bought in basically services from Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley. So Zero Hedge has a daily newsletter basically that gives out data from the banks that they put together, the hedge fund or prime brokerage statistics every day, which gives you a lot of information for a very small price, in my opinion. Like, a lot of positioning is given that way because they look at things like leveraged positioning and stuff like that, which is very interesting because those people are usually the ones that puke if they're like predominantly. Like, I'm happy I did not short that. Holy fuck, I would have been stopped out mega fuck. And it's not like there's mega backlash. Like like immediately once they pushed up there, it just like the sellers just brought it back, and there was no bids actively participating above 42.50. Like there's barely any. Like just was the market orders, that was the stops that triggered, and that's it. And like a few buyers that stepped in the way, but they literally bought the fucking top there. That's a feels bad, man. Holy shit. John, that must be an imbalance. I'm not looking at footprints, but that must be an imbalance on the high side there when they puked up like that.
Yeah, it's pretty. That's why I saw like they're just lifting the offers. Like,
They lifted the offers, but they instantly rejected it. Like there was like no interest to continue.
yeah, it's not like but it's pretty. Let me show you.
I contemplated just like going long like a little bit, but I mean it's just the upper end that's really like fucked. But yeah, I can see that. Like I saw it just looking at the MD Trader because I saw the balance and it's just fucked. Yeah, that's really fucked. I don't know. I think I'm gonna wait till open and not touch this shit before then. Still waiting for tomorrow to add my final shorts on Eurostock 50.
Yeah,
I was actually up about on some of the options today, like at the bottom. I was up close to 25% in just today. I was like, what the
mhm.
fuck happened here? I took some profit, but I left a lot on the table.
Yeah, I think my long term is still short bias. That's why I will reopen my put debit spread.
The question is
I,
if it's worse to go short like the US market or if you should go short other markets.
I have no experience with other markets. I
I'm
wouldn't know.
I'm just thinking because the general outperformance of European markets, and then if you
Mhm.
look at the euro dollar, it's starting to roll over, which could mean that like the flow goes back to the US, and that could be fucking bad if you're short tech. Let's just put it that way. Uh, I don't think you would like if you're looking at like the spreads between value and growth, like they're basically at the 2019 lows. Uh, like the correlation between value and growth. So it's very underweighted. Like, if people start fucking buying that shit, well, I can tell you there's a lot of people that will be getting some margin calls.
Well, today's month end, so all
Well,
this volume is probably not sure if you can trust it.
I mean, that's the question. To be honest, like the statistics I've been looking at is mainly like the large focus on the shorts on tech or on growth in general has been
Mhm.
on semiconductors. So Intel, AMD, Nvidia, Qualcomm, fuck, Millicom. No, that's wrong. That's a fucking Swedish shit company. Just reminds me of the same name, some other company. But there is a vast majority of shorts in semiconductors. So that's one of the sectors which I like. If you were to trade 0 days expiry, like if we get a squeeze or if implied volatility is not matching realized volatility, well, if they're cheap, you can definitely play around a bit there and fuck some people up good time while making bank. So just putting it out there. Oh, where do we have zero today? No, I did not re-add short to it. Like, there's no opportunity for me to be able to go in again, right? There's not enough of a consolidation for me to do it. Like, getting onto one of those spikes with the size that I'm trying to get into, I wouldn't get filled. Let's put it that way. There's not enough trading volume for me to get filled. Like, even if I would have taken the entire fucking top half of this trade. That's how bad it is. So I would have needed to fill the 8 top ticks to basically take every single lot to get the full like a standard size fill, which is ridiculous. I'm not gonna fuck with it if the volume is this low. Right, that's the reason why I need the consolidations to be able to get my fills. It's not realistic to expect to catch the tops when you're trading with size. If you're trading 4 lots, you could have easily gotten it. Well, not easily, but you get what I'm saying. There's a higher probability of you getting a fill.
Shit, I think there's a possibility we might just shoot all the way up.
I don't doubt it. That's the reason why I'm sitting like on the options trading portfolio. I'm still 80% cash. Like on the US side of options, like I have separate ones. I have one nominated in dollars and one in euros because I don't want to fucking mix those shits and pay extra fees. That's fucking annoying. So, but the US options portfolio is 80% cash, 20% short.
Mm.
The European side is more like 50% short, 50% cash. So that is a little bit heavier. And that one is also bigger, that portfolio. I am in some. I am in like I'm still only holding 3,700 puts from like fucking 2 weeks ago, man. They're fucking nasty. But since I hedged those earlier, the short end of which I closed out, uh, I closed them out on Friday when we peaked at 4,100. Like I closed them out there, for a 75% gain, the short leg, which basically makes it so I can technically lose money on the long end of my 3,700 puts, but it's very unlikely because of the premium that I collected. I think I sold them, like I underwrote them for $37.78, and I closed them at $12.30. So that's no, it's not 75%, but you get what I'm saying. Like it's fucking good. $67%. But come on. Yeah, I did not want to be fully hedged for FOMC. I'm willing to take the risk because it's like that position is not like as big as it was before. I've cut it down so it's 1/5 of the size that it was originally, which is very nice to have some risk off. If we have a blow off top, then I'm gonna add the rest back again. But I'm gonna take a lower strike price. Oh, higher strike price in this case, since it's a put. Aiming, probably gonna buy 3,800 or 3,900 puts, if that's the case. And that's for the March expiry. And then add some more to the June one. We're still in a meeting, so it's probably just gonna. I bet he wish he was from 06 when he was writing his essay there. I appreciate it, John. I just like find it funny how you manage to like literally like find the areas but not execute them.
I think my problem is I'm
You
passive
need to
and
like
I'm
start like a fucking Substack where people pay you for the fucking levels. That's how you make your money. You don't make money by trading. You make money by other people paying you and then trading it. Easier for you. It fits your personality better than whatever you're doing currently. It seems like. I don't know. You seem to know what you're doing with options, but here you're having like trigger issues. Like,
you know, as a poker player,
Mhm.
I was always passive aggressive as a poker player. I have never changed that. I was never able to become aggressive for the entire time I play poker, ever.
Well,
And I think that's just my personality. I think I cannot be aggressive. That's like
I think you just
I
need
don't
to get
think
angry sometime, man.
I need a what?
You just need to get angry sometimes, and then you should fucking just rage trade. It's so funny how people become like fat cats, become a fucking raging machine. I mean, he goes Zen mode sometimes, but you can hear him like when it's intense. You know that there's a lot of feelings in it. That's I can't listen to him and actively trade myself. Like it's not possible. Like if I'm sitting here just fucking just like looking for dirt in my belly button, that's like that's the moment where I can listen to him. But not when I actually have money on the line. Like fuck that. That's not gonna happen. Cannot be aggressive. You're the most patient trader. You're sitting on top of the world in your own pace and shit, just waiting for the trade. And when there's a high quality setup, you just take it. No questions asked.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just close your eyes, execute, and then just leave it be. Nah, this market is a shit show. I don't believe this fucking rally for 1 second. It's like 100% fucking move is Nasdaq. Like, I'm looking at the underlying equities, and this move is like primarily fucking growth. Like, there's not a lot of strength in the value, like, right now. I might have been a little, like, either a little late to the party on the fucking tech growth leg, or whatever you want to call it. Or a little early on getting short the value leg. I don't know yet. Or the rotation is going to happen like it happened 2021, which is fucking gnarly if that's the case. Or it just fucking tipped like tipped over in one direction. What's he looking at? Oil. It's trading in the same fucking bullshit range. Slightly down. And ES still doing the same bullshit. I mean, it's not that the earnings are improving a lot; they're in line, or slightly surpassing what the estimates are, right? But like, it's not really what's driving the cost. The problem is right now we've been having like the Fed pivot moment ever since fucking August, really, where we technically did our real bottom. If you're looking at it, and the value case has been outperforming the growth case heavily. Right now, if you're looking at you're going into a recession, you don't want to own banks. You don't want to own like cyclic, like consumer defensives. Let's put it that way. Like stuff that like generally is boomer stocks, like high dividends paying. And if oil continues to fall off a cliff, then even the energy sectors are going to get hit. Like, sure, they're making profits now, but they're not going to remain elevated. Like, they're not going to make the same cash flow that they're making currently. So it's more of a rotation into something that is growing, stable. Like, if you're looking at growth stocks in general, like if you're having a condition where you have growth slowing down, you want to buy things that are high growth. That's usually the premise of why they're going for it. It's not because of improved earnings. It's about their future potential. So when you're seeing that the things that should be performing, which is value cases, that their earnings are starting to decrease, then you will have a switch. Or when you see that it's at end of the curve or whatever you want to, like it's close to the peak of earnings capability, then they will switch. That's just the thing that they usually have a cycle of this where they rotate from growth to value within a cycle. So we came out of like 2020 was hyper growth because none of the value cases was performing because we had lower prices on everything. Oil was fucking dirt cheap in the beginning of 2020. Like inventories were like overstocked, and demand was sky high later. But it wasn't like the growing potential was there. Everybody was saying like locked in, couldn't do fucking shit. So it's one of those cases.
You know, I bought Chesapeake Energy for $1.
What?
I bought Chesapeake Energy for $1 per share. I'm not sure where they're at right now, but last year I looked, they're like around 70.
Yeah, exactly. So
I am so freaking sad.
You sold it for what? Like $10?
Not even.
What the fuck? Well, at least you made like 3 times your money or something like that. So that's something. But the whole point is being that like you shouldn't really try to like sure you should like let your run like winners go very far, but in this environment when you're this far up, like you're looking at the value leg. Like we're 3% in the S&P value leg, like we were Friday from all-time high. That's ridiculous. Like we're not even like beginning to fucking pivot with the Fed. But value is supposed to outperform in this kind of environment where we have high inflation, decent growth. But if the growth legs starts dying, and inflation starts dying, then you have deflationary scenario, and that's when usually everybody piles into growth names. So usually, like unless people get out of the semiconductor shorts, like there's gonna be a fucking massive squeeze in that sector. So I'm looking probably like a mix between long the internet stocks and the semiconductors. After the next like leg down, I'm gonna take a stab long there. That's my macro sentiment, but at what specific levels for each individual stock, I don't fucking know. I'm looking at it as an aggregate. So, hello, Zero. Yeah, but like right now we're up 20% since the recent bottom in like the growth names. So I would be looking for a pullback when the next leg comes, and then buy there for a longer term swing. Zero, have you seen the growth leg? Oh, not the growth leg, but the value leg of S&P. 3% from all time high.
Fucking insane. This is what it shit don't make sense.
So I'm like, when the next leg down happens, I'm gonna go long. Well, I'm starting to like build up a short position in value names, and then I'm gonna like when the value name starts dropping, I'm gonna put on some longs in growth on ETFs. So it's non-leverage positions.
How far out?
Like I'm not gonna put it on options. I'm gonna put it on the ETFs. But I'm waiting for S&P to correct and the European equities, because European equities like the FTSE 100 and Euro Stocks 50 all of those are basically just value names, which should be performing in this kind of environment. So, and same with the SVX, which is the S&P value ETF. I'm expecting that to retrace a little bit, but the question is how far down ES can go before, if it's like 3900s or 3800s, before they start fucking pumping tech again. It's been going good so far, but I don't think that the rotation, considering there's limited amount of money in the markets. But we'll see. Money has to come from somewhere, so capital flow all the way. But unless China and Europe sell off, I don't know where the money is going to come to push ES up to 4,300 or 4,400. I don't really see it. But what's your perspective on that, on capital flow, when it comes to like the structure of where people are going and where people are allocated currently?
No, I think your sentiment is correct. I think as of right now, I mean, really, people are just, they don't really know as of now.
No.
Again, the
Everybody's
game,
looking for the direction, obviously,
yeah, this
but
week, as of right now, everyone's still, as far as the group goes, everyone's just, they were long gold a lot. Now they're switching sentiments right now. They were long indices, short term.
Mhm.
And then yeah, they're just kind of just seeing where it's gonna go from there. Um, one sec. Sorry, I'm doing market prep right now. So I'm trying to
I
get
see
this
that.
done.
I see that.
Trying to get this done. One sec, Risky, sorry.
There's no pressure, Zero. Like, I'm just generally talking. I'm not trading currently, and I'm not doing anything important. So, hello, Santos. The lost one is back.
Hey,
Who's Santos?
the lost one.
The
Hey,
lost one.
Santos.
Hey guys. Hey, how's everyone doing?
Oh,
Santos.
well, a bit confused over why we're like European markets are at all-time high. Well, but
All-time
that's
high?
the British index FTSE 100 is at all-time high. Santos.
Yeah,
And the Euro Stocks 50 is was like when it was at 4,200, it was 3.89% from all-time highs. It's currently at 4,146, so it's not that far off either. It's the same thing across the board on all European equity indexes, but they're primarily driven by value. So but it's mega confusion for me. And it seems like a lot of the people that have been like that are typically stock picking funds have been trading futures a lot more, but that volume has disappeared as of the last 2 weeks, which is really weird. But maybe everybody is just long European equities and just waiting for the next leg higher. I don't know.
What, you don't think we can break 4109 after the FOMC tomorrow?
I'm saying European equities, because European equities are at all-time high specs. So
Seems like S&P is lagging then.
it's lagging majorly.
Wait. All-time high for European
Yes.
equities?
Like the British index is at all-time high. Euro Stocks 50, which is the like closest thing to S&P, on the European side was 3.5% from all-time high. S&P value leg, or SVX, which is the S&P, just the value names. It's at it was at 3% from all-time high for last Friday. So basically, my case is going short value and long tech on the next pullback,
Wow.
and do that as a play, because the recession fears are gonna come when revenue starts dropping. Because you have slowing growth and you will have slowing inflation. It's not a good combo for value names. Like the environment we've been in now with high inflation and high growth, that's ideal for value names, as in oil companies, Caterpillar, miners, industrials in general. And you can clearly see it on the performance of stock indexes that are related to it. Like if you look at sectors, which sectors has been performing better, and then you can look at positioning from hedge funds and whatnot. They're currently still ultra short semiconductors and ultra short tech, which is the reason why we've been squeezing. Like Tesla is a prime example of people who got fucked because they were so short. Like it was a waterfall drop before it squeezed, but still. So there's a lot of fundamental shit going on, but that people don't pay attention to. Let's put it that way, Specs. Because people just see S&P going up and down. That's about it.
Who are these people that don't pay attention to fundamentals?
Well, not fundamentals, but capital flow and fundamentals and positioning and a lot of other things, Zero.
Yeah.
So.
I'm just gonna run through this real quick.
All I know is if market make new high, I look for buy.
Okay. That sounds healthy.
Hey man, the trend is your friend. Isn't that what we were saying yesterday?
Well, depends.
I'm gonna post a quote. 1 sec.
The trend is your friend for sure.
Right.
You've started doing fucking Futures Trader 71 fucking style.
No, I'm just trying to help others visualize
okay.
it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But it
Anyways,
looks exactly the same.
Yeah, I mean, I
But
can't lie,
based on your levels, though. But still.
Yeah. I kind of I used to listen to him, so I guess it kind of stuck with me a little bit. All right, so for me, it's still a buy before you sell situation. If you look at, and we'll go through certain things just so you guys can learn capital flow and stuff like that. Although we are down on the risk spreads right now, and the VIX are up, we've made a decent bounce. So I don't see this. I think this is just a simple back and fill. I don't think it's anything, like crazy about that. If you look at, say, NQ against the bonds, which NQ has been actually leading to the upside, it actually bounces 200-day moving average. Again, we don't trade those things, but we are keeping an eye on them. So that's a good sign, at least something you can lean against. So I'm still looking for longs more than I am short. Secondly, what I think is a possibility, let me just change this real quick. What I think it's a possibility is, and the yellow one, I'll explain to you what or why it is. So first scenario, we're gonna come down. We have to test 1450, so we might come down and kind of like flip back around. This was yesterday's. We're basically sitting on yesterday's close. We might just bounce. Blue is scenario one. We're going to bounce around a little bit, come back, test 1450, and then come right back up into 5550. Those are two levels intraday that I would be looking at. Secondly, second scenario is coming down to 35 and then bouncing all the way up to 76 before retesting somewhere and then continue to go up to exactly 84. Let me just double check that 84. Yep. So it's going to come back to 84 and I'll mark that right now. So that's scenario number 2. So, and I'll just quickly explain. Scenario 1 is essentially just being within range, chopping within this area. Whether it's, up to this area or chopping down here, either way, it's going to chop. Number 2, we're going to build slightly higher. I want to say number 2 and 3 are very similar. Reason being is because I feel like this move down was a back and fill and slight liquidity grab. So I wouldn't be surprised if 3 actually plays out as 2 and 2 plays out 3, which means they're basically interchangeable. The third scenario is actually we're going to test the overnight highs and then completely fail, get up to 1450 again, which is a key number, get up and unable to hold above 4028, which is going to cause us to fail. Now, the reason why 3 is actually special, because if this scenario happens out, I'm expecting the overnight, not, upcoming overnight, that we're going to do something like this. We're going to possibly take out last week's lows, and then, from that point on, who knows, we'll see what happens, right? We got to watch the numbers. But essentially, why 3 is special is because if we're unable to hold, we're going to go lower. We're going to take a lot of liquidity from last week's lows, and then before we move forward up. So this is, I guess you can say, a multi-day scenario. But for the most part, I think scenario 3, and 1 are, or sorry, 3 and 2 are interchangeable, meaning they really could happen both ways. I can completely see this bouncing upwards, testing 84, which is a key number, or having scenario 3 just build down and just continuously take out or continue to take liquidity, because we are still at the moment bullish. So yeah, if you guys have questions about anything or anything I add, more than happy and welcome to add to that. Or if you guys have questions about the numbers, let me know. Chia, we're gonna work on that together. Me, you, and post it. But those are scenarios. If you guys have questions, let me know. If not, then best of luck. Remember, the game's gonna be tomorrow. That's why I'm very, for the most part, just looking at a back and forth day, maybe even a slight down day, slight back and fill. And then secondly, we do have news coming out in 45 minutes. So don't get too busy in the beginning of the, first, I don't know, first 15 minutes to half an hour clicking buttons and shit. So, yep. Housing prices came out, doesn't mean shit. It doesn't matter. It's not a big deal. It's a shit number. It doesn't move markets, doesn't increase volatility, nothing. This is still being written on, European debt as far as the capital flow side goes. Capital flow is saying that we're risk on, and you take the fundamentals, or not fundamentals, technicals, or however you want to trade it, and you just look for areas you can get long and lean on something long, right? So if it gets first time down 1450, I'm gonna look at price action like a motherfucker and try to get long. As a matter of fact, let me flag that.
So maybe long around 40-30. I'm thinking because we're over that now.
40-30.
I think.
It's it's an intraday level that I'm watching, but I want to see what time it comes in. This is one of the rare times that I will take time into consideration. Reason being is if we bounce 40-30 right off the bat, I would say that with the numbers coming out, the consumer confidence, we could completely come down and retest that immediately. If not, If not, take liquidity since it bounced early. So I agree with you that you could take it. You're just risking it coming back against you and then moving really fast in your
Mhm.
direction. Yeah. So that, sometimes the timing of it matters, and it's rare for me to say something like that because I truly believe that news is news and it doesn't mean shit. Meaning, it just accelerates the market in the direction it wants to go, anyways. However, it can and will sometimes wick the hell out of you. Like let's just say we are, for a fact, right? No, not for a fact, like somehow we have a crystal ball and we're saying this is going to go up. This is going to go up to, all-time highs or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Just as a hypothetical situation. If you were to get long at 40.30, it could wick you down to, I don't know, 40.25 before it skips you completely and just keeps going up and up and up and up. So your thesis could be right and everything else, but the timing of that was incorrect. You kind of get what I'm saying?
Happened to me 100 times.
What?
Yeah,
Happened
yeah.
to me a lot of times.
Well, I mean,
Timing.
sense. You're special, bro. You're special.
That's right.
Anyhow, yeah, if you guys have questions, let me know. If not, then right on. Remember, NQ is still leading to the upside.
The back in the day before I disappeared, like the correlations with, like the currency pairs and then the dollar, are they still in play or no?
Nope.
No, not at all. Right now, ES is they have that comparison, or was that fuck? Was that
Is a beast of
uh
its own?
was that?
Is the ES a beast of its own or?
No. So you're talking about ES with the bonds and dollar and stuff like that,
Yeah,
right?
doesn't seem
No,
to
no, no,
be
no.
anything
No,
else.
there's no correlation anymore. Right now, ES is in correlation with lean hogs.
Oh, why is
Kidding,
why
dude.
is why is
I'm
that?
kidding. I'm kidding. We're not
Uh,
in correlation with lean hogs.
I was like, fuck, are we eating too much bacon? And they are lean hogs. Jesus Christ.
Right now, it's more so leaning on European debt. So everything's leaning on European debt.
Copy that.
Yeah. Let's see. It doesn't really look like it today, and they look more so in line, but for the most part, NQ is still leading to the upside. So you're just really watching NQ for those clues. Census, are you back for good, or
Yeah.
Okay. You're about like 2 days away from being kicked out of this whole entire Discord.
Oh, Jesus, man, I watched Fat Cat's video. Oh, I was so happy for him.
Oh, he's killing it, man.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah, he's doing well.
That's good. I hope a lot of people are doing well here. Dun, dun.
So yeah, that's the client, at least for me today. So I mean, if you have questions or anything, just let me know. If not, then the best of luck. I'm gonna have a quick smoke before we start, so I'll be right back.
Oh, you didn't quit yet?
Nope. That's a nope. Harvey, kids delivered to penitentiary. You have to answer on voice. No fucking writing. Need to hear that fucking angry Canadian voice again.
Hey,
Yeah.
Harvey.
Kids are
Good.
delivered. What the
Good.
fuck's up, Santos?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
That's what
buddy.
I want to hear. Yes.
Fuck you been doing, motherfucker? Actually going to work with those ungrateful bastards?
Kind of, but I was dealing with some shit of my own making.
Your own shit of your making. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's the winter, Harvey. It's the winter, buddy.
Oh fuck, man! It's snowing every day.
Oh, I was concerned there was no snow before, and now it is summer.
It's a fucking. I hate fucking snow. It's coming though. It's daylight is sticking around past 5 o'clock, so that's cool. Hey,
Okay, so say the name of the area again you are around.
north of you.
Huh?
North of you.
Yeah. I know
Ontario.
that. I know that. Give me a lake.
Same time zone. It's just
Give
colder
me a
and
lake as a
snowier.
reference. Give me a lake as reference.
Yeah,
I went
colder
to. I
and
went.
snowier.
I went to. Oh, that's not close enough. But I was in Coldwater. No. Moonstone, close to
Where?
Rila. That's not too close to you, is it?
Uh, maybe an hour.
Oh,
That's not
okay.
that far. What were we doing in Moonstone? That's like a small little cold water. That's small.
Yeah, I went. They have some ski hills there.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Mm.
they have. That's where. Well, that's the only. Other than where you got to go to Collingwood.
Blue Mountain. Yeah.
That's the only place there is anything.
Okay.
You'd rather go skiing than hang out with us and trade stocks?
No, that was.
Interesting, Santos. Interesting where your priorities are.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, man. You ever hear the saying? Fuck skiing. Make trades.
Fuck.
Hey, Spec.
What specs with this stupid fucking?
I'm kidding. I love skiing as well.
He
The
went full.
trend is your friend until the end when it bends.
He's went full degenerate after getting a few fucking trades that were trend friendly. What the fuck happened?
Dude, why is everybody betting against the trend? Like, you literally get a better RR with the trend. I don't understand.
Have you seen a 30-minute chart of ES?
Yeah? Have you seen
Yeah.
the hourly chart of ES?
It still looks like garbage.
I don't think so, actually. You just use smart money concepts on the 1 hour, and it's pretty makes sense.
Just you saying smart money concepts, that makes me cringe from just knowing where it comes from.
You even know what it is, though?
Yeah, smart money concepts is pretty funny, but
Just higher highs and higher lows, man. It doesn't get more complicated than that.
I mean, smart money concept. Yeah, I know. It's funny still.
All it is. It's just higher high, higher low. Oh, it made a higher high. We're in an uptrend. Look for pullback.
Well,
That's basically in every system, right?
well,
That's the thing.
technically, it's the same thing on where I'm looking from. It's just I'm looking from a bearish perspective.
Yeah. Oh, what
Are we-
chart are you looking at?
Are we about to have an open drive here at 4040? Like,
I'm seeing
boom,
we
just
haven't broken 4,300 in like 4 months, so hence we're going further down.
Okay, maybe, yeah. I mean, we could.
I mean, this is just me memeing right now. Like, I really don't.
I just don't like how in the, for the bear side, we hit 40.07, which is very close to a 4,000 century figure, and then we just came up with a vengeance. So, yeah.
I mean, like, basically what happened, like, not to be that guy, but the European equities found buyers today.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the reason why ES pulled up.
Mm-hmm.
It's not because of anything else. Like, they were selling pretty hard.
Mm.
What's the reason why we pulled up?
Do you ever notice that these century figures seem to be like good levels? Not levels, but like areas where the market will reverse and run like crazy.
Right.
Like we hit 4,900 last week. We went up 10 points and then we just reversed. And then the week before, 3,900 was the low. And the week before, I think 4,000 was the high. Suspicious.
Um,
Yes, they issue it 3,900, 44,000 even, 4,100, 4,200, and they issue puts and calls that are structured products, and then they buy in the underlying options contract, which is then hedged by the market makers in said options contract. It's very common. And I'm not saying that it couldn't be because of anything else, but it's very common. Red Pie? Smart money? You're saying?
it could just be risking off into
Send a
some really
video.
big earnings today.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, and then looking at it, like a lot of stuff is very close to its 52-week highs. A lot of stuff. It's basically just tech and semiconductors that have been shitting themselves. Okay, well, he skipped out. Bye bye. Red Pie, how's it going?
Going down.
I mean, slowly, but it's not any comfort for anyone in here, I think. Because everyone in here except me is fucking bullish, so. Well, thank you. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't find a good video, Red Pie, that's simple, but simply put, smart money concepts is the market will make higher highs and higher lows. And if it invalidates, like let's say it's trending up and then it breaks a lower low, well, that's like a trend change. And then you'd look for shorts instead of longs. That's basically it. There's a lot of videos on it, but it's hard to find a very simple one. But that's the essence of the simple way of looking at it.
And that a
Option market theory has something similar called one time framing market profile.
Oh yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. He does it on
It-
dailies, right? Daily
Yeah,
profiles.
yeah.
Okay, so that would be smart money concepts on the dailies, which makes sense. Yeah. But you could do this on any chart. You could do this on hourly, minutes.
Yeah.
I like
Same
hourly a
thing
lot
with
on ES.
AMT, just 1 hour, 30 minutes.
Open.
All right, let's do it.
Let's see where this goes.
This market thin.
they
I
were
don't
used
think so. I don't think so. Like, it's not thin, but it's not, like, at least not on the bid and asks. But the traded volume is really low. like the resting orders on the bid and ask, like the average liquidity that's shown is larger than usual, but traded volume is lower. I don't know. I need a relative volume meter right now on a daily basis.
It looks like your blue curve 0.
Ah, fuck, I was
Remember.
muted. What did you say, Santos?
That looks like your blue curve trying to.
Yeah, it's scenario 1 and 2 right now. We're 2 ticks away from that 35, but you know, we don't know what's going to happen yet. Plus, you know, we still have numbers coming out in about 20 something minutes. So we'll see how this
12.
plays.
12 minutes actually.
Oh, 12 minutes?
Yep.
What numbers are you talking about? Chicago PMI?
Yep.
Oh, that's not going to matter.
I beg to differ.
Yeah, you can beg all you want. It's not going to matter. The
Liquidity
big
is
number is
high.
consumer confidence.
Liquidity is high right now. Very high. Be careful.
There's like 3 numbers today, at least in the morning, so that's gonna be spicy.
Wait, I'm just saying, like what I'm saying, Zero, is that news will likely, like both of those news events will likely whipsaw the market back and forth in either direction. So, like, you could have a move from the Chicago PMI now that's going one direction, and then consumer confidence comes in and they changes direction.
I think the volatility is going to be, you know, we'll see though.
It could get really choppy, so just be careful. That's all I'm getting at. Like, I'm not saying that like, I'm not arguing with Zero necessarily. I'm just pointing out that, like, even though he doesn't think it's important, like, it could have a major impact on your positions. So try not to, like, unless you're really certain about the outcome, to take a position right before the event, because that's
Wide-
begging to get fucked.
Wide stops here. It's moving. It has high volatility.
Your what says high volatility?
Said have wider stops. It's high volatility right now. It's fucking janky. Careful.
Oh.
I mean, it's spiking a lot in different directions, but it seems like it's just rebalancing. Like 5 points in what? 20 seconds? 7 points in 35 seconds?
Imbalance to the low side. real low. Anyone have R-vol up? I'm wondering if this is some low ass volume.
No, I don't. It's very quiet though when open.
Thanks, Imperial. Who's a risk on now? You can wait for a backend fill before you get in. I'll be looking for a backend fill.
Directionally, in which direction?
Risk on, up.
In crude or in
Crude.
Yep.
Yeah, it's it put a good low. I missed it. I was at IKEA. We got down to 34.75. So scenario 1 and 2 are still playing out the same. So the question is, scenario 1's gonna fail, whereas scenario 2 just keeps going to the upside all the way up to 76 and then to 84. So we gotta keep that in mind.
They're pulling the offers. Oh, they pulled everything.
We're still within the opening range. Nothing surprising or nothing's happening.
Man, there are some brilliant fucking fucking descriptions of some industries. Like biotech investing is the equivalent of Russian roulette with 5 bullets.
Retard.
I mean, it's true. Like I have not seen a single case that's not like either it goes fucking like you go to heaven, like you shoot yourself, you go to heaven, and or you shoot yourself and you're just dead. You know, like holy shit, man. I don't think there's any more degenerate field of investing than biotech investing. We're still not close to any of those levels that I want to hit, so just all aboard the fucking long train until then. But NQ is acting like a little bitch, so I don't know. NQ definitely acting like a little bitch. Well, NQ did not like the fucking PMI. At least initially. Harvey, remind me, what's not rule number? What's rule number 1? Well, that's kind of hard considering it's a channel that's literally dedicated to fucking trading. But well, Being alive is kind of stupid, you know.
What?
Santos, like you're making stupid decisions every day when you're alive, so it's kind of like inevitable to do something stupid.
Not to do, you mean?
Yeah, like it's hard to avoid doing something stupid, like not doing anything stupid. It could be anything from like sitting here trading to like I don't know, fucking not checking either direction before you walk across the street, you know.
Some liquidity at 50, right?
A little bit, but I don't know if that's like just a standing order or whatever, but it's just bait.
He seems like a Pac-Man looking for liquidity.
It has been acting like that as of recently.
Yeah.
Just fucking chewing in one direction. Acting like a literal Pac-Man. Don't forget the news in 12 minutes.
Caterpillar's down huge.
Yep.
Deer rebounded very well. Range Resources making your lows right now. We don't know if this is a back and fill.
Was ER on Caterpillar shit? Or anyone?
Let me check. Yep, earnings.
Yep.
It was a surprise. Reported was 3.86. Estimate was 4.017.
Oh shit.
About a quarter down at earnings this morning.
Pay attention to Amazon if you're leaning on the upside.
Who's that?
So your rule number one is don't do anything stupid, Harvey. That's pretty subjective, bro.
Depends. When does it become stupid, and when is it just like where's the line between stupid and smart? Because that's a really fucking tight line to walk on trading. That's for sure.
When you lose money, it's stupid.
Well, you're
when you
always
make
gonna
money, you're a
lose them.
genius.
Mm,
Fucking funny. Okay, I'm gonna sit here and collect one tick and have like 8 ticks of risk. I'm smart by definition, if that's the case. Well, it did not like those highs. It's really struggling today.
So if you guys look, I mean, based on scenario, this is a merge of 1,
Of
2,
all.
and 3.
Yeah, exactly. What a fucking clusterfuck.
I hope no one clicked the mouse at all. I mean, aside from changing your charts, but
When I've taken a few stabs short and collected like so far 10 points, but nothing majorly.
you know, Harvey, if your trading is as good as and as quick as how you pull up memes and shit, you must be like the best trader of all time.
I mean, when he actually executes trades, when he sees the signal, he's fast as fuck.
Hmm.
Like he really is. Even though he trades on like a literal fucking wooden disease spreader, but that's fucking beside the point.
A wooden
Oh.
sea spreader?
Yeah,
What's that?
disease spreader. Yeah.
Oh.
You know, it's a squirrel in there. He just fucking CPU runs on a squirrel. He's fucking eco-friendly and everything. Like a ninja.
Disney's rallying right now.
Cleansing?
Essentially, they got downgraded, and then now they're rallying the fuck out of it.
And it reminds me, like Harvey is a lot like a cat. Like in one way, if it fits, I sits, and that's the same thing. Like if it works, it just works. That's why he says like don't do anything stupid. You know, why break? Like why try and fix something that ain't broken?
No joke, Risky. If they had that, I would fucking buy it.
Yeah, fucking printer, fucking.
Yeah, I don't really need the printer, but if that was like the printer and the wherever the thing on the right is or the left,
Yeah.
if they're like extra monitors, I would buy that shit.
I mean, right now I'm just having fun because this is fucking stupid action before the news.
Is that tandem news?
Yep. Again, people already complaining that the market is so fucking slow. In my DMs.
Despite what happens today, the game is tomorrow, directionally. So you're still taking your money early, just like yesterday.
What's your upside target for today, Zero? If you have one.
4,300.
What?
It's 4,084.
Okay, I'm thinking like 78. Yesterday's
Yeah,
high.
76 first, and then 84.
Yeah, that makes sense.
76
If we go.
could reject it hard though, just FYI. That's why my scenario 2 has it rejecting hard. Once it gets to 76, it can reject it hard. Meaning you should take off some and then just re-add if you're looking for 84. Everything's based on price action. Follow price.
Volume is migrating higher. with the divergence.
Volume?
Price moving up while CBD is moving down.
Yeah. Interesting. Minutes.
The like holy fucking shit.
What's up?
No. Give me a second. This is literally this entire Discord here. This is all I hear when I hear most people speaking in here. It's full fucking I have to entertain myself with something while I'm waiting for fucking news. I'm already positioned for the stuff I want. Like not intraday, but
Okay.
what do you mean? Someone says something about ES below 4,000 and they're like fucking going that sound whatever. I don't know the actual sound like the name for like a bull that's like fucking being mad, making weird sounds. Technical term.
30 seconds. Apple's coming off. Tesla's coming off. Amazon's still holding a little bit, but it might be coming off.
10 seconds. Bids are dropping and offers are dropping right now. And news. No.
There it is.
We see a big fucking swing now, please. Someone.
Wait, there is a FOMC this week?
Yes. Tomorrow.
This shit didn't do anything.
Nope.
No, it's not going to do too much now. But, well, it's back and forth trading.
107.1 and estimate was 109. So lower than expected. And it was lower than previous month as well. Bad news is bad news? Question mark.
Intel's falling down. Nvidia's coming down. So they're selling a lot of the chips right now. Is today the day that I'm not going to put on a single trade? Looks like shit.
This is shit. This is shit, Zero.
Yeah.
This doesn't look like shit. This is literal shit. Like this is how the European equities have been trading for almost 2 weeks now. It's just fucking going back and forth.
Oh, it is a waste of electricity, man.
A waste of everything.
It's not what I want. There it is.
I go on to TikTok, fuck this shit. Maybe I can find some investing advice there.
Videos trying to push for newer lows.
They are not being able to, though.
No. The Russell's holding quite well.
Lower?
No, Russell. Russell's holding a lot better than
Oh,
Dow's the weakest, by far.
this looks like the same as it did on yesterday. Move
This
up.
looks like we're in August.
In terms of volume and
No, it's just the
volatility.
rate. No, I'm
Yeah.
just making fun of it. I'm just saying there's nothing to be done. Like you don't want to trade this shit. I mean, I'm sure some people can scalp this, but for me, this is a no-go. Expect you in anything?
Nope.
No. Chia, post it. You guys get into anything?
Not yet, but I'm gonna see how it plays out. I might look for a short, maybe. I'm just gonna wait, see what happens.
Mm.
I mean, it's looking pretty weak here a little bit.
Or 748, maybe, yeah. Maybe my scenario projections are a little bit too much for, the day before.
Tuesday morning.
Well, big numbers are coming out tomorrow, right? So maybe they were a little bit too lofty for a day like today.
Yeah.
Just a FYI, guys, if you're newer to trading, any day you don't take a single trade, you should be proud of yourself. Don't get caught in the idea of having a trade.
Got a par low at the lows today.
You're just going for the liquidity up there and then see what happened after.
I do have an imbalance to the low side, yeah. Not really actionable for me, John. But I understand what you mean.
Just observation.
Yeah. No, same here when I call that shit out. It's just observation. I don't really have anything actionable. Just like I don't have anything actionable for this.
So that's the third time it's testing those highs.
We've been in only a 15-point range. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's probably going to get even tighter, to be honest.
Sorry, I posted. I thought I was gonna attack 48 for your short, but it's short of 48.
What was that, sorry?
Oh, when you said you were looking for a short, you said it was looking heavy. I was saying that 48 could be a possibility, but then it didn't get up there.
Close. One tick away.
Oh.
Yeah, they hear it. So these
What's up?
making these you take those 50s, it could go all the way to like 80s, right?
You mean right now?
No, if it takes the 40-50 today, because it's gonna I'm pretty sure there's a lot of stops of yesterday's
Yeah, there's the if it would have broken that, yeah, it could have ran a little bit more, but even though I'm a buy before you sell, like you gotta find your positions. I think yeah. March 38, 25. Actually, maybe even a little bit higher.
We did just get a new low, I think, for the open.
Yep. Euro indeed. But I don't know what I make of this, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm still waiting. Just doesn't look believable yet for it to go down any further.
takes the high, I'll try a long. On a pullback though.
I don't know. They seems to be liking 40-40. Like it's Seems to be one of their favorite trading ranges today. Like 40-40, give or take 5 points. A bit odd in my opinion, but well, whatever floats your boat, market.
Is the volume tapering off?
Right now, as we're going up, yes, it's tapering off.
Thank you.
Participation rate at the low was high. You'd see like decent volume coming through right now. If we don't, then I don't know. It's really odd if in that case. Fairly significant upticking.
That's where they sold previously.
Do you have to work today, Santos?
Yeah. And 11, I'm leaving. I'm tempted to try a long here for the break of the high.
Could be tried, definitely.
I'm tempted to. See, it should trigger some stops.
If it breaks 50,
Yeah, if it
above,
breaks, yeah, if it breaks, boom.
84 like, is the settlement of before yesterday, right? So we kind of came to yesterday's settlement and bounced from there.
Mm-hmm.
You have a level 84 as well, right?
4084?
Yeah.
Yes, I do. 3825 was yesterday's settlement.
I have S3260.
We took care of that poor low from earlier, and then we moved right back up.
Yeah, no volume there.
Like none.
What is retro?
not present.
She hasn't been on for a while.
Hmm.
I think she was sick last week, right? Or the other day.
Last week.
I think she had the Rona.
There you go.
Oh, she was on vacation, huh? Look at numbers.
New high.
If we fall through,
They definitely not they get much accomplished there when pushing it.
I know, nothing happened.
Like they literally touched it and then said, nope. I don't know if they don't want to take risk before FOMC and they just don't want to push it. So there's like the lack of commitment from buyers.
Oh, there was a push down.
Yeah, but like the what I'm getting at, it's that there's a lack of commitment from either side. Like they don't want to stray too far from the 40-40s. Like I don't know why.
Trying it again right now.
Yeah, but I'm saying like that there's no like
No, I
there's no
agree with you.
massive volume. Like Usually there's a large push like there, at least
There you go.
500 lots or something.
They took the liquidity and nothing else after that. Woo-hoo.
It's a little bit disappointing, to be honest, when they're building up the this setting and then nothing happens.
Wow.
Uptick is slowly fading.
Just putting the head out there. Just the head.
I don't know if this uptick is slowly dying or if it's just a like gain of, like if they're accumulating a position right before the. I can't really
Anyone
tell.
built today?
Nope.
Hmm.
It's tomorrow real news is. And then on Thursday for earnings for the Fang. That's after hours, so it's really Friday. Fuck it, I'm gonna try a short at here with a tight stop. If it continues to do this, then I'm gonna attempt it.
Do you have some ice at the highs, the 50?
Yeah, I'm gonna probably like set. I'm gonna set a order at 51.75 to sell if it breaks the. Like it's gonna trigger if price if price goes above 50.25, then it's gonna put in the limit order.
You're an 800 there. Huh.
There's probably more. Where that came from. Yep. It's a little bit of an iceberg there.
I've seen that before.
Yep, icebergy.
7. Now they'll try to push down because they're passive sellers, right?
Mm-hmm. The problem is like when people are getting trapped like that, like shorter term traders, and they don't push through it, they give up eventually. So this is just a like battle of attrition at the moment. Like who has the most firepower, the passive seller or the active buyers? And then whoever steps in the way with trying to short it at that point as well.
Awesome.
I mean, we've had a slow in momentum, so I would like ideally for like a really good entry, you'd want to pull back to like 44s and then enter there and then wait for it to break 50s. It would have a decent RR. Or maybe a little bit lower even than that. We'll see.
Fuck, that was
42.
fucking agonizing, man. Jesus Christ.
It is actually.
I short at 48.50 and it was just sitting there. Oh my god, that was horrible. Mitigated risk already. So we'll see where this runs. If it runs. Did you get short risky?
I was contemplating it, but I didn't execute on it. Like I put an order in at 51.75 because I wanted it to blow out the iceberg order at 50. And I was expecting to get filled on the stop run, so maybe I get that now, but I don't know.
We're stacking at 52. So that's 8 ticks from 50s. And then a 54.75. There we fucking
There,
go.
I got
Boy.
filled.
That
There's
was
a
a stop
slippage.
one.
Mitigating risk. Half out. Intense. Come on, baby.
Off yesterday's view up.
Come on, baby. Give me 46.75 so I can take another quarter off the original size. And I'm happy. And the rest of it can go wherever the fuck it wants. Come on, baby. Nope. It ain't having it.
Three.
There we go. Thank you. Okay, now I'm risk-free. Everything's set to break even exactly one tick below my entry. And then now it can do whatever the hell it wants. It's gonna be one of those days where I'm gonna have to fight the entire fucking day again to get one quality entry. Like where it's gonna come back to me, tickle me a little bit, trigger like a break-even stop on the quarter I have left. That's actually gonna make the money. Like, come on. Don't do this to me. What's your downside target, by the way, Zero?
1450.
40-15?
1450. 140.
Okay. That's decent. I can definitely swing with that. Yeah, I'm gonna let it go to your target. Today, I'm in your hands.
I don't know. I think see what happens. I'm short as well, so I'm just trying to figure out. I'm probably gonna go to my target, but
Yeah.
I don't-
Well, that's
I don't
what
know
I'm
if it's
saying.
gonna-
Like, I'm letting one quarter. So I'm letting 14 lots be in your hands. It either goes break even, stop. I don't really care because I made my money on it. So
Yeah.
um,
I just don't know if it's gonna get there today. That's my only issue with it.
well,
With the
if not, then it's gonna be automatically market closed at 3:50 Eastern Standard Time. So
Mhm.
that's just the way it goes.
Nice.
So I don't really have a bias besides short. Because I don't see a reason for I don't really see a reason for us to go a lot higher.
Yeah.
Based on a lot of factors.
I just got in 46.25.
46.25. Don't forget to write it down. Like as long as you're in, you mitigate your risk. Post-its. You should start writing in why you got in. Like don't wait until the end, because
Yeah.
you know there's 3 sections. So first
Yeah.
section is like you immediately write in, right? It just could be code word or whatever. But that's what you want to do. I really don't like how this is.
It's NQ that's
Yeah.
fucking around
Yeah.
at the moment.
Yeah, you're right.
Like they can't decide. Like the problem is there's so many people that are short semis that I'm not really surprised that we're like ripping.
It is definitely setting up for tomorrow, right? Like range before tomorrow, kaboom.
Yep. Still
I
a lot
mean,
of liquidity.
yeah, I guess.
So, well, the good thing is NQ just bounced off daily +1, so see where it goes from here. The Russell's really ripping, dude. Fuck. Don't like that.
And there we go. I'm
Mhm.
stopped.
I broke even on that. Trash.
Well,
Are you not entertained?
nope. I'm only entertained when I make money.
You open off the next half hour, right?
Yeah. Hold on.
Euro
So,
close in 1 hour.
looks like the Pac-Man is going to the 60, and from there, see what, because liquidity until 60 and then disappears more.
If you did write down numbers on 40.55 pre-market, that was only a resistance level if we went down to 14.50. So it is not a resistance level now. Just a FYI. In case someone, misquotes me.
Man, it's rough being short on like markets when they're behaving like this. Like, especially when they're consolidating. It's fucking giving me the heebie-jeebies.
Yes, Harvey, but it's actually coming into resistance right now, so just FYI. Oh, I'm down. 0.75 R today. I consider that a win.
That you're up 7.5 R?
No. I'm down 0.75.
Well,
on a day like this, I mean, I'm lucky.
I mean,
I'm happy.
there's so many problems with trading. I mean, I've had like real fucking struggle trading this environment, but
Yeah, I don't like this environment.
and I mean, I've been having struggles the entire like better part of 2 weeks now, man. Like, holy shit.
Withdrawals?
What?
Are you having withdrawals?
No, but having struggles with the market. Like, it's like,
Oh.
because it's the behavior, it's not a lot of back and forth. Usually volume is like you might be trending in one direction, but you're having like whipsaw effects where they are actively selling and actively buying in cycles. While the current market thesis, it's like going one way, like, and then it's turning, and then it's going exclusively one way. Like, it doesn't give a shit about back in fills. Like,
That was a fake high, just FYI. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah. And so, like, the problem with trading mean reverting strategies that rely on specific conditions is that those conditions barely arise when behavior is like this, because there is like there's this constant buying in the background, and like, it's the thing that I'm trying to avoid when trading. I'm trying to avoid getting in the way of the institutional buyers or sellers. Because I don't want to get trapped by them on either side. Because when they push the market in one direction, you just want to sit with them when they're pushing in that direction. So it's really difficult.
And today, nowhere in the DOM, nowhere you could see that initiative.
I mean, you can see it. Like, they've been trading ever since 12 a.m. Oh, well, no, 12 a.m. my time, which is like 6. No, it's 8 hours ahead. So 4, I think. No, something like that. 4 for you guys. Like, when it bottomed at 06, like, that's when, like, you could see that there was like constant buying. They just, like, they didn't give a fuck anymore. They just buy, and then whenever there's a slight pullback, it just gets absorbed on the bid, and the bid gets restacked over and over and over and over again. And then it's just the stops from whoever's actually taking the stop that's driving the market up. So it's really fucking funny to watch. Wow, I'm being sarcastic, but it's definitely not funny to watch.
You know what's funny but interesting is that our capacity of understanding the aftermath, it's incredible. But for us to adapt, to try to go with that, it's
I mean, my
it's an
strategy
art
revolves
form.
around not doing it, so that's why I don't touch it. My strategy revolves around not touching it when certain conditions are there. Hence, I don't have any propensity to like buy into a rally like that. That's the reason why I trailed my stop. Like, I was short in the beginning of the day because I shorted it earlier today, like at 40.40 in the Globex, and then I got stopped out for a trail out at 4013. So that's like the best trade I've done today. And that's not even with like size, but it doesn't matter. It's like the same shit as last week.
They're piling up. They're piling up at 58.60s and multiple levels, right? So they're really trying to hold it. If they can't, something will have to happen. And if it
I mean, it really can be anything at this point, Santos, because we have FOMC tomorrow, so it could be hedges. So they've been hedging the upside when we went down, and they're hedging the upside. Well, vice versa. When we're going down, they're buying, and when we're going up, they're selling. So they're hedging either side. Like, you could really be sitting on, like, let's say like this is market making orders, the ones that are sitting on on the ask. So that could actually be like an options position that someone is trying to accumulate. So if you're looking across the strike prices, there might be people that are sitting and like queuing orders to get filled at certain prices. And if those orders get executed, then the market maker has to take on that risk. So they're putting their orders on the ask at those specific prices because they're more or less guaranteeing themselves that they will get the fill on that options contract and hence having to hedge it in the market. Like they've been doing it on both ends today. I'm not saying it's guaranteed that it's only that, but there is a lot of hedging. Like usually 1 day or 2 days before, there's a lot of hedging activity, and hence market is very choppy.
Okay, so we are here for about 10 minutes on a, what the fuck is that? 2 points range. 10 minutes. No, 3 points range.
It's not pretty.
Well,
Volume is
also
atrocious.
it's a pause, right? It could be a pause of the move up, or it could
Volume,
be
volume is absolutely atrocious. Like this is,
it is nothing yet.
yeah, it is really fucking low.
Today you're going to learn how to create standard bars for the application of finance.
Like this the scenario here, after it broke up, like we had a slight top in the volume at 55, and then volume has just been dropping off a cliff's edge. And right now we're having sellers enter. The last 2 minutes. Well, relatively. I don't know what he's on about currently. Okay, I will read that later because my mind can't comprehend that right now. But thank you. Well, numbers. I don't have the mental capability to read that and trade at the same. Well, look for trades at the same time.
Why did everyone shut the fuck up?
Well,
Why did you want to get quiet?
because there's nothing to do here.
Harvey's memes are there. I like this one here. When the guys ask, is it time yet? This is a nice one.
That's the market pace currently.
Gee.
I'm just sitting on a bid at 51 to see if I get filled.
That's one way to one way to.
Targeting 60 60-ish area if I get filled.
Yeah, until the 60, there is some large, not large, yeah, considerably large, I would say. No, double the average depth.
Around 65 is my target, but let's see what happens. If I get filled, I don't.
I'm thinking I'm gonna go take a nap. That's
Isn't
what
that time to
I'm
sleep
thinking.
yet?
What?
Isn't that time to sleep yet? I mean,
No, it's only like 4:40 p.m. here, so
oh, okay.
I'm not living in Asia like Zero. Europeans have the easy time zone because we can trade our own markets, technically Asia and the US. Like some parts of Asia session, depending on when you wake up, and then you don't trade midday Europe usually. Today that was very good, but usually it's not. Usually really pissy during midday for Europeans. Really nothing happens. Today is the outlier day where things actually did happen.
Jesus. The thing is pausing in time and in volume.
Well,
Cool.
we'll see about that. I'm just gonna go do something else for a little while to fucking soothe my immense fucking desire to fucking click buttons.
Cool.
If this is too much. Like, there's no volume present. Everybody's taking fucking. Like, the ones who want a position have taken a position, and the ones who are waiting for the news are waiting for the news. There's like no willpower to do anything in the markets. And unless institutions are gonna give me free money, then nope. I'm not interested.
So on the NYSET, we up that 1500, but the thing's not moving. $1,500.
I canceled it. Doesn't look like it's gonna fill me.
Nope. Looks like the market is back to last week's schedule, which means grind up 8 ticks, grind back 6, grind up 8 ticks, grind back 6. On average. Sure, there are some opportunities from time to time if you're fast, but I don't have the willpower to do that. I'm gonna let the HFTs have their fun. I'll be back if we reach either like lower range or higher range from the overnight. So, or actually yesterday's range. 66, maybe 72 or 78. Those regions are my interests, so I'll be back later.
Very risky.
I don't want to. I don't want to watch lead paint dry. It's kind of toxic, you know.
Okay, boys. I'm gonna head out to work, and I'll join you all tomorrow. Zero.
All right.
We talk later.
Yep.
Okay, buddy.
Later,
Later,
man.
Santos.
See you later.
Hey, Santos.
Oh man, this is boring.
No.
Big pie still.